Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you going? Welcome back. Here we go. Another video. A day in the life. Highway Patrol. New South Wales Police Force. Let's take a look. This will be interesting for me, coming from former career in the police services. I wasn't a police officer, but I was a dispatcher. So I've been on ride-alongs and I know what it looks like on a day-to-day basis. A lot of times people get this like view of, oh, that'd be a cool job, and maybe, I don't know, do people say being a police officer would be a cool job? It's a thankless position that can be very, very difficult. You're going into very difficult situations. That being said, people that have the right temperament, people that have the right just way about them can really make a difference. Some people get into it for the wrong reasons, like a lot of different careers, and they may not be as effective or helpful to the public in general. My experiences, by and large, in my life and throughout my career in the emergency services, is that there's a lot of fantastic people that are working really hard to try and help, and they're going into situations that nobody would want to go into, right? And you hear things and see things that most people can't even fathom, and this is like a daily thing for them, right? All of that said, usually like a 12-hour shift, it's like, especially a night shift, it's like nothing going on, playing tiddlywinks, watching Netflix. And then, it's like 5 alarm bells, we're going. But you might only have 3 or 4 calls, depending on what type of city you're in, right? So if we're going to a larger city for this, let's see how busy they get. Maryland's
room in our office, and then we've got
Highway Patrol,
kilometers, lidars, our Moby poles, radios, and the body-worn cameras.
That's interesting. Yeah, you have like a room like this where you sign out gear that you would need on your shift. Highway Patrol obviously is focused on traffic primarily. However, they can still attend to any other call if they're needed.
The lidar is what we use to detect vehicle speeds. So yeah, we'll just sign out one of each and take it in the car with us.
So they can, just like the movies, sit on the road with their coffee and their radar gun. Just, what do you get them at, Bob?
Cumberland 204 out, which is one of the Chryslers.
Let's get a PC. Patrol.
We just check that all the
Patrol
equipment
car.
here is set up properly, the radar, that our radio's working.
Interesting colors and style. They're having fun.
So what do you want to do today, Jaden?
So what do you got? What's today? Friday, so we can do some school zones in the morning.
Every morning we will go and we all have different school zones that we specifically target.
Got a
We just
patrol.
Like to drive around. It's not so much about issuing tickets, it's more just being proactive, showing that we're there.
Hi.
Hi. He said hey, coppers.
I feel like kids usually like police until they reach like a certain age. It's probably like 12, 13. And then like you're going to get a higher percentage of them being the opposite, like hating police, right? Especially the troublemaking kids. But
So we're doing LiDAR. We've had complaints in relation to this street for speeding in the school zone.
My favourite thing, I really love highway work. I like the proactivity, I like the drugs and the alcohol related stuff as well, and getting those guys off the road.
yeah, I agree with her. It is essential to get those people off the road. Oh. What were they missing? They had an out-of-date tag or something? Were they speeding?
Good morning. My
Got
name's
a tail light
Cindy
out.
Cumberland Highway Patrol. Well, the reason I've stopped you this morning, okay, as you've driven past me on Guildford Road, okay, you're travelling in the opposite direction. You're holding a black mobile phone in your right hand. He is a provisional driver.
Right, that's distracted driving.
So, mobile phone, $352, 5 points. All right, we'll go let him know. There's your license back. So what's going to happen is, okay, you are going to be receiving an infringement notice in relation to using your mobile phone. Do you have any questions for me before I go?
Mostly, a lot of the times our highway patrol units they would work solo. So it was always a heightened kind of situation if they were pulling somebody over, especially by themselves, right? So they have a very, very short window of time before you have to check in on them and, make sure they're okay with a radio check.
Go. I think what we do in highway patrol is really important. Obviously, enforcing the road rules.
They never know who they're pulling over.
Things like that. It is teaching people things. It's showing people that we're around, and hopefully it prevents people from doing the wrong thing on the road. And we just want to make sure that everybody's safe.
The car in front of us has got a bit of damage on it, so we might just put it over a breath test. We'll make sure it complies with road standards. Are you aware of the damage on the car, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, how long have you had that on there for?
14 years. No, not
The damage is for 14 years? I sure hope not.
My mum said to me, scratch your car. I said, don't worry about the light.
Oh, okay. So just check the car. It's not too bad.
If there's a pursuit, we need permission to use these, and hopefully the car that's being pursued drives over the top of them, and then if it's successful, it will spike their tyres, which should hopefully...
I don't know if Australia is the same, but yeah, pursuits are kind of becoming a thing of the past for the most part because they're just too dangerous for the public and for the officers and for the person fleeing, right? Like, depending on what they've done, it's not worth it to risk so many lives, especially with the chance of pedestrians getting hit, bystanders getting hit, and collateral damage, right?
End the pursuit. So this is our ICV, which stands for in-car video. It's got a 30-second back capture, which is good for things that might happen that we don't notice straight away. Yeah, so this controls the light bar here to just certain functions, the front lights, the back lights. And we've got arrows and things like that.
You work in this business, you get to know a lot of acronyms. Your brain will be swimming in acronyms.
Which help other drivers know what to do in that situation. And it's displayed up at the back of the police vehicle.
When you see the police force, you might see one police car, but what you don't know is there's a helicopter in the air, there's a couple of cars around the corner, and there's a lot more police support and backup. A job we went to the other day where we got a report from Pol Air who was coming back from a job of a motorcyclist riding dangerously. We were able to follow the information from that helicopter to find that motorcycle and stop the vehicle. We had about 20 minutes of footage of about 20 traffic offences at that time. And we spoke to that driver and dealt with him appropriately.
He's in trouble.
I think it was something that over time throughout working in general duties, I sort of got a passion for traffic. It definitely wasn't something that I thought I would do when I joined the cops, but it is something I really enjoy and I probably will be here for a while. I've got 103. All right, ciao.
And they can kind of get a bad rap sometimes, like traffic cops, because a lot of times the public will be like, don't you have something better to do? Go solve some crimes or something. Instead of sitting there trying to get speeding tickets and, you're trying to hit your quota. Right? Anyways, cool video, man. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm a big, I'm typically in favor of, or, supportive, I guess you would say, of the police. And they got a tough job and perpetually are at it because it never stops, never quits. 24 hours a day, 365 a year. All right.